Hey, also, I notice a lot of people are joining Mastodon, and I think it's a great platform, but I've noticed there's been a handful of confusion around it on whether what servers to join and how do people get discovered and what am I going to see on my feed type of questions. And I'm just hoping to make this little paint presentation. College professors use whiteboard, the internet uses paint. So, I'm hoping to make this make things a little simpler for you to make a decision and hopefully take some of the mystery out of it. So first off, there's this concept of the decentralized platform. Twitter is a centralized platform, meaning there's one giant server somewhere, and everybody joins that one giant server and posts content, and they post content, and they post content, and they post content. Now you've got all this content, but everybody can see anybody's content. Hey, look, it's the moon. So anyways, anybody can see anybody's content, and it's just all over the place. Hashtag moon post. You see everybody who's ever posted that if you want to scroll long enough. That is a centralized platform. Mastodon is decentralized, meaning you have individual servers. Each individual server houses their own content. That's why when you're deciding on what server to join, you find people who are like-minded and just ask if you can join their server. Now that you exist in a server, I have my server, you have your server. So how do I see your content if it's not in my server? That's where these connections are made. So, to start off, Joe follows Sue. They're friends. They follow each other. I have 3 different ways of looking at at the content I ingest. I've got my home page, I've got my local page, and I've got my federated page. Everything on my home page is everyone in my server and anyone that I follow. Anyone on my local page is only people who are on my server, and everyone on my federated page is every person on my server plus all the people that they follow. So, if Joe follows Sue, there's now a connection, and I see within my federated search everything on your server. That means I see Sue's content, I see ARM1, ARM2, ARM3, ARM4, ARM5, ARM6, ARM7, and I see your content because of this connection between Joe and Sue. Now, let's say Joe follows Janice. I now see everything from and another one server. I see everything from your server, and I see all the stuff that I follow within my federated search. But you are not going to see everything from and another one server because no one in your network follows this. Follows Janice or anybody else to that. But if someone from your server goes and follows another server, celebrity actor, doesn't mean that I'm going to see any of their content because there's no connection, but you will now see all of that from my server, another server. And now let's say somebody follows Janice over here. You will now see the content again, wherever those connections are made. This is why on Mastodon, the boost, which is essentially a retweet, the boosts are going to help expand the network because now if Joe boosts Janice posts, you will see content from Janice. Or if ARM6 boosts celebrity actors, means now my server will see celebrity actors post and can follow if they want. And now let's say they follow because of that reboost. Now I've got a connection to this whole other server. So this is the essential of how everything works within Mastodon for what builds your federated feed. Remember, your home feed is just people you follow and just your server, and you can even view just your server by looking at your local feed. Now, let's say that and another one server goes and follows Dank Memer 420. You have a connection to Dank Memer 420 now. I have a connection through Janice to Dank Memer 420. But let's say I personally don't like Dank Memer stuff. I block Dank Memer. And zippity zap. Oh, I gotta flip that. Boom. Boom. Yeah, Dank Memer, I block you. I don't see your stuff anymore. Which is great because just because I went and and another one, that's fine that they follow Dank Memer if that's what they want to do, but I just don't want to see their stuff, so I can block them. Blocked. Let's say your server, you don't like Dank Memer at all. There is nothing about Dank Memer that you want to see on your stuff. So we're going to use this right here. Boom. Your server admin is like, no, our server does not like what Dank Memer puts out. It's terrible content. We don't want to see it here. Your server admin, you, if you're the server admin or whoever is your server admin, goes and boom, blocks this entire channel. So that means not only do you see nothing from it, nobody on your server sees anything from this channel, and this channel cannot see anything from your server because there is a connection. So that is kind of the beauty of this whole thing, is there's a lot of control. There's a lot that can keep your community safe, and it's fully up to you and your communities on how it works out. So I hope that kind of demystifies some of it and helps you understand that the connections that we make on Mastodon just helps grow our network. Because they're based off of connections that we make with each other, it keeps everything more relevant to the content we want to see, and it also helps us discover relevant content because, if we've got an entire server blocked out, it really helps us say, like, look, our server blocked that server, so you guys probably will want to too, and it can help us keep the connections and the community safe. So, hope that makes sense. Hope it makes you feel a little bit better about potentially joining, or maybe helps you decide that this isn't the place for you. But I wanted to at least throw this out there.